we're going to make a pig.
The pigs are very mischievous and they love food.
And these are the real Shaun pigs, but we're going to make a very small version. Well, the first thing you need to do is warm up the plasticine, so when it comes out of the box, it's quite hard and stiff.
I want to make it 100 degrees Celsius.
That's a nice soft piece of plasticine. You've got that nice and warm. The pig's body is just made of one piece of plasticine, really. So we're going to start with a ball of plasticine.
How big?
That's big enough. Yep, that's fine. Once you've done that, then if you roll it into a bit more of a sausage shape, just make it a bit longer and a bit thinner, yeah. Yeah, that's lovely. And then if you round off both ends, and then if you take about a third of it, that's going to be the head. So just pinch in a bit around what would be the neck. He doesn't really have a proper neck because he's quite a big fat pig. That's good. Right, when you can see the head a little bit, see how these pigs, their heads are quite pointed at the top. Yeah. So if you just sort of pinch the top in, so you're just pulling the plasticine up. And then you just pinch it in a bit, and that's forming the pig's brow. Right, and when you've done that, you need to pull out the nose part, because you can see it's all part of the same thing. Want to pull, keep pulling forward, just...
There, look, here is my duck nose.
I'm just using this tool to add a bit of definition to the nose area. This is a wooden sculpting tool, but you could use maybe a knitting needle to do this, or a cocktail stick. And you just want to bring the nose out and then sharpen the edge of it. Just squashing it between your finger and thumb. Yeah, that's looking good. And then the next thing to do is his mouth. And you just want to make a little cut underneath. And the bottom of his nose acts really as his top lip. So you just want to cut into there to bring out the bottom lip. Draw a smiley shape right underneath the nose. He looks very pig-like, I think. Right, next off I'm going to do his little eyes. The pigs have got really little close together eyes. Shaun's got quite big eyes, and the pigs have got tiny eyes, tiny piggy eyes. And his piggy nostrils. Okay, we're going to do the ears. So for the ears, we need 2 tiny balls of plasticine, just smaller than peas. And we're going to make a point at one end. And the other end is rounded, it's like a leaf shape. So we need 2 of them. And then you can make a little cut in the top of the head, where the ears would be. And just pull out the bottom of the ear there. And stick that little tab into the indentation.
Yeah, good. Stick it on.
That's brilliant. Like the bottom of the other one. Stick it in there. There, he's got 2 little ears.
Look, he's listening.
And then we need to make his arms and legs. So they're basically just sausages. So I've rolled out 1 long sausage, and then I'm going to cut it into sections. I'm going to do the arms first. So you just round off one end, flatten the other end. You could use a flat-ended tool, and where you've squished the end, just make a little cut, and that would be his trotter. So if I just Make a dip like that. And then you get your arm, and then you can just stick it into there. And hopefully they'll stay in a bit better. It's got quite short little arms. And we need some legs. The legs again are just 2 little sausages with a trotter cut into it. And he can be sitting down. We just stick his legs underneath his tummy. Brilliant! He's lovely.
My little piggy.
And what's the last thing that a pig has?
Tail.
A tail. Yep. And that is just a thin sausage of plasticine. I'm just going to curl it around this tool. And for the tail, if you make a little hole at the bottom in his back, you can stick the base of the tail in there. Hopefully, there we are, that just slots in there. There we have him. There he is. Brilliant. You've got a catapult and everything. Do you want to do a pig display?
Oh, but his arm is broken.
I'm just sort of seeing how I can make him hold a catapult.
Mine looks a bit like a duck.
That's lovely. That's brilliant.